just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start?
There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Jones to throw. A strike downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Got room at the 35. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field and get some more points.
Makes a man miss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get him.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He'll bring it out. It's Glover. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Carr. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Sure hands, it's Smith. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Now the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Jones wants to throw it. Back open in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Power football with the run. Spins away from the defender. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Colorado. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Here's a hit. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Good timing on the quick out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. Quick strike complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On the run, fires downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. Touchdown, Owls. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Complete to the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
When you run your slant route and it gets man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Now on the move. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Slings it downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to throw again. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He'll pull it down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, and give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit.
Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Florida Atlantic, 35. Florida International, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Coffee. Using his legs to buy some time. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Gonna take a shot. He caught it, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Florida Atlantic, 42. Florida International, 7.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Florida Atlantic, 42. Florida International, 7.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom. Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Coffee. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it along the sideline. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Bought a little time. Let's it go. Catch in the middle. It's Burke. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick completion to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Panthers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Jones to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize, they get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. On the option. Quick toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Finds a spot in the middle. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Burke. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Carter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Obviously, great job picking up the 1st down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, trying to get my guy open.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Fires into the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Drives into the pile just to pick up of one. They'll spot it at the 10.
Brings up second down.
And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Orji. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
FIU.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Owls! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Number 9.
With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
First and 10.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Down 55 weak.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. This time they'll go to the running game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. There's a long and storied history of great games.